The legal battle between the Council for the Advancement of the South African Constitution and the Judicial Service Commission continues in court this morning. Today, the JSC will file replying papers over the appointment of new justices to the Constitutional Court. Well, CASAC says the interviewing questions weren't geared towards determining whether or not the candidates are fit for office. It believes some of the questions were irrelevant and were designed to ambush candidates. For more on this, Lawson Naidu from CASAC joins us now via Skype. Lawson, what exactly are you asking for in court, and what are you asking the JSC to do?
Good morning, and thank you very much. CASAC's application, which was launched some time ago, pointed to the deficiencies in the manner in which the interviews for vacancies in the Constitutional Court were conducted by the Judicial Service Commission. It is our belief that the questions were unfair and went beyond what is required to determine the fitness and propriety of candidates to hold high judicial office. Some of the questions were highly political in nature and even ventured into the arena of factional politics within the ruling party. And the tone of the questions was unbecoming of the Judicial Service Commission itself. So that was the basis on which we launched this application, to say that the interview process needed to be set aside. Having launched the application, we then received the full record from the Judicial Service Commission, which included the closed session deliberations of the JSC on which candidates would be shortlisted. And what that revealed to us is that the Chief Justice entered the closed session with a predetermined list of 5 candidates. There was no meaningful deliberation on the suitability of the candidates, and that list from the Chief Justice was simply agreed to by the Commission. And it therefore raises the spectre as to whether that list had not been formulated even before the interview started. And therefore, what CASAC is seeking is that the process needs to start afresh, with the interview process needing to be conducted again, so that the whole process of selecting judges is beyond reproach.
The Chief Justice is on special leave, and usually there is a deliberation after the interview process. Did any other members of the Judicial Service Commission ask the Chief Justice why there were no deliberations and why there seemed to be this number of candidates and his choice of candidates already submitted at the start?
Well, quite surprisingly, not. I mean, there was some discussion around the list and so on, but nobody really objected to the list, and nobody said, "Look, you know, this is how we need to be doing this. This is unfair. We need to have some sort of objective criteria in which we measure the performance of each of the candidates that we've interviewed, and come to a decision based on those objective criteria." That failed to happen. There was some questioning of the list that was proposed by the Chief Justice, and some discussion on 1 or 2 of the candidates, but a very, very brief discussion. And ultimately, several commissioners of the JSC simply moved that they should vote on the list and get it over with. So there was no meaningful engagement, and the JSC is going to have to explain in its replying affidavit today how it conducted those interviews, how it conducted those deliberations, and to seek to justify how that meets the constitutional standard, which we believe that it does not.
Not ideal either that there are several acting justices at the moment hearing court at the Constitutional Court when they're sitting. Thank you so much, Lawson Naidu from CASAC. We appreciate your time as always. Well, it's been a court-heavy day, and tomorrow, if I'm not incorrect, the President is under the spotlight, and we should be taking those hearings before the judicial state capture review. So more court issues tomorrow, previous presidents and sitting ones.
Current presidents.